Arav, tell us about your internship.
So I interned at Next Gen Justice, which is the legal AI system. So we focus on making a legal AI system for lawyers to make their job easier, make easy case intake and case analysis. What I did over the summer was basically make API endpoints for querying different tables. We made embedding storage for PostgreSQL databases, and we also did containerization for uploading Docker images directly to the server.
Can you tell me about the most important technical thing you learned over the summer?
So the most important technical thing I learned was to build a scalable centralized query API. It involved referring to a lot of different tables that required a lot of different specific search like functionalities. So to be aware of a very large scale of tables and then customizing the API endpoints to match those tables and also keeping it scalable and well documented so that the developers can build on top of what I did was one of the most important things I learned.
What was the most important non-technical thing you learned over the summer?
The most important non-technical thing is, of course, working with a cross-functional team. So I worked with the marketing team closely and designed the UI UX for the case management portion of the project. And also, I was at the same point doing the API endpoint for case management. So I was completely in charge of that portion for the case management profile, and I was working closely with the marketing team to see the different viewpoints of what I was making, not only from an engineering point of view, but business point of view was really valuable to me.
What are some things you're proud of from your work?
The thing I'm most proud of is that we could actually deploy this whole website, like this whole functionality, which is completely out to use right now. We started from scratch and we had nothing, but with our limited experience, we could actually get a product out that was tested by lawyers and approved. Was a really broad accomplishment from.
Good job.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little more detail on how you implemented scalability in your API?
Yeah. So whenever I was working on my API at first, I was kind of nervous about how many tables I was referring to at once. But once I got into it and I started to map out the different functionalities we need for each of those tables, I could easily point out whatever functionality was common and like have specific functions to do for specific operations. So that is something I kept in mind to deploy scalability in my API endpoints.
Great. Can you tell me about how it was working with other interns in this team? Like, did you notice any differences in skills, and how did you guys come together to work on this bigger project?
So, like, there was a lot of diversity in the group, and everyone was in like different places of experience. Our manager was a very senior developer who was like a consultant. So he had never worked with he had not worked with people with such little experience as us. So we had a lot of team bonding to do, and we had to be there for each other at every step of the way because what we were doing was very complicated, technically complex, and like we had to maintain like very open very open communication with the whole team and work with our developer to make this project possible.
Yeah. What do you hope to apply in the future from this internship?
So, making a scalable system like this taught me a lot about full stack deployment. So, what I really hope to accomplish is to be able to like work on my personal projects with the same amount of efficiency and organization that we worked on this project with, defining clear roles and defining what needs to be implemented at what stage of time, and what holds most priority is something that I learned from this project and something that I can implement in future. teacher in my personal life.